Some places beneath the ocean never truly go under. They simply rest there, quiet and patient, as if waiting for someone to open a door that should have stayed closed 80 years ago. The SS Richard Montgomery is one of those doors. A Liberty ship carrying 3,000 tons of explosives, enough to change the shape of a coastline, yet it never reached the battlefield. It stopped just off the shore of England, held in place by a moment that lasted forever. The sea swallowed it, but what remains inside hasn't faded at all. Steel ribs torn apart, rooms drowned in darkness, personal items still lying exactly where someone left them in the last ordinary moments of their lives. And deeper still are things no one has ever seen. Today we are not just diving to explore a wreck. We are descending into the ocean's memory. A memory that never speaks plainly, but shows just enough to make you feel something watching you back. When a ship sinks, most people assume the story ends there. But with the SS Richard Montgomery, the ending was only the beginning. Bombs it carried were never recovered, not because no one wanted to, but because no one could. The hull was too unstable, the metal too thin, the risk too high. Any mistake, even a small one, could have been the last. So the salvage teams stayed back, watching a danger they couldn't approach. For 80 years, the ship remained there, caught between tides, between caution and consequence, between decisions that never came. And time kept doing its work. More cracks, more rust, more weight pulling down on the explosives inside. What you're about to see is a place even the ocean treats with distance. A place that exists between two choices, to disturb it or to leave it untouched forever. None of the crew knew that their final journey wouldn't end on the front lines. But here, in the cold quiet beneath the waves, they didn't know the clock on their wall, the letter they were halfway through writing, the boots they put on each morning, would become relics of a story no one survived long enough to tell. We're not here looking for ghosts. We're not chasing the supernatural. We are searching for the human moments frozen in the metal of this ship. Moments that never got the chance to become memories. As your light passes through each drowned room, you'll sense it. Not the presence of the dead, but the echo of living that once filled these corridors. The deeper you go, the louder those echoes feel, until you start wondering, are we exploring this ship? Or is the ship studying us in return? Every vessel has a heart, a place where motion begins, where machinery breathes. for the SS Richard Montgomery. That heart is the engine room. But now its heartbeat has stopped, leaving behind a silence heavy enough to feel like pressure on your chest. Cracked wheels, burned wiring, tools lined up neatly, as if the engineer stepped away for only a moment, then never returned. It's not the damage that chills you, it's the traces of life. A chair still holding the shape of the last person who sat in it. A handprint frozen in rust. A corridor that feels like it remembers panic. In this room, the ship knew it was dying. And somehow, that moment is still here, waiting for anyone brave enough to shine a light back into its heart. There is one part of the ship that no recovery team ever dared to enter. Not because they lacked courage, but because they understood exactly what touching the wrong object could mean. Bomb hold number 1. The deepest chamber, the heaviest ordnance. The place where time hasn't softened anything. It has only made everything more unpredictable. Walking into a space like that feels like stepping into a room strung with invisible threads. And every thread leads to the same catastrophic ending. But the true weight of the place isn't the explosives, it's the silence around them. A silence that doesn't feel empty, but aware. When you finally turn back, leaving the chamber behind, you're left with one thought. There is still a room in that ship that no one has ever opened, and you'll always wonder, should you go back to find it?